How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another nightly review. Today we will be going over the Golden Knights' 4-3 victory over the Los Angeles Kings. Robin Lehner started versus Cal Petersen. Sadly, there is still no Alex Pietrangelo or Braden McNabb. Braden McNabb was seen at Sydney National Arena with a boot on, so it's going to be a little while before he comes back. And Pietrangelo, he still has COVID, supposedly. So let's go get right into it. So 36 seconds in, Anze Kopitar from Alex Iafallo and Anderson. I think it's Mikey Anderson or Lias Anderson. Listen, I wrote that down, forgetting that Lias Anderson is also on the team. I think it's Mikey Anderson, but I'm not quite sure. It's a little hard considering the Kings have Lias Anderson, Mikey Anderson, and Anderson Dolan. But basically what that goal was, there was a bad line change. Kopitar just put it right under Lehner's arm off the crossbar and in. Some people would say that that's a bad goal, but it's Anze Kopitar. It's Anze Kopitar. Later on, there was a scramble in front of Cal Petersen. After that first goal, the Golden Knights dominated possession. And they dominated possession in this game when they really needed to. Shots were 6-1 5 minutes in, and they would be 8-1. Then, Riley Smith would score off of Marchessault and Theodore, and the Golden Knights, what really killed the Kings in this game were the rushes that they allowed. The Golden Knights' speed killed the LA Kings in this game. Smith's goal is one of the examples of that, but almost immediately after, Kempe makes it 2-1 from Velarde and Clegg, and that was a bad goal. That was a really, really brutal goal for Robin Lehner to let in. Yeah. And then 26 seconds later, Zach Whitecloud makes it 2-2 from Cody Glass and Alex Tuch. And that was Zach Whitecloud's first ever regular season goal, because he's never scored in the regular season before. He did have 2 goals last playoffs, just none here. And that was 7.5 minutes in. It's 2-2. What was happening in this game? And Lehner had let in 2 goals on 2 shots. The shots were like 11-2, and it was 2-2. But Lehner, the shots would even up, and Lehner would come back into the game and get settled in. Lehner would make a couple good saves, but Marchessault would take a penalty on Austin Wagner, and I thought that was kind of a weak call. I didn't see the hook. I didn't. But right after that penalty kill, which was very good, the penalty kill for the Golden Knights today was very, very good. Chandler Stevenson flies down the ice and makes it 3-2 from Mark Stone and Max Pacioretty. And, it's 3-2 at that point. And the Golden Knights had 3 goals on 13 shots. I said that Cal Petersen was going to be very tired in my last review. He made 26 saves on 27 shots in the last game. And I think that playing him again, or at least putting him in the last game, wasn't the best idea. And Lehner, at that point, had stopped the last 9 shots, so he was slowly getting his way back up. And even in the play after that, it was pretty even until the end. The play from this game was very even until the Golden Knights made it that it wasn't even, if it makes sense. The Golden Knights dominated in certain points of this game, and they dominated when they needed to. This is a game where they bailed out their goaltender. So, even though Lehner had the rough start, the Golden Knights were able to fix that. They were able to stay in the game and even come out of the first period with the lead. So shots in the first period were 13-12, just to show how evenly played it was. And the shots were relatively even throughout this game. In the second period, Lehner had to stop a breakaway on Dustin Brown almost immediately. And then he made another save on Anze Kopitar immediately after. And then Mikey Anderson tripped Cody Glass, and they got a power play. Stone got caught, but he helped stop the breakaway shorthanded, so that was a little scary. But after that, the Golden Knights did get a lot of good zone pressure, and then after that, Carrier put one off of the crossbar, and it looked like he shot it from between Cal Peterson's legs. So, yeah. Then Reeves took a penalty on McDermott. He cross-checked him. That was a valid penalty. And Lehner made some good saves. But after that penalty kill, Anderson Dolan would score his first NHL goal from Moore and Wagner. And yeah, right at the very, very end of the period, Grundstrom would get a delay of game with 0.2 seconds to go in the second period. So the Golden Knights basically start the third period with a full 2-minute power play. After the second period, it was 3-3. The Golden Knights and the Kings had 10 shots apiece. In the third period, the second period, I think the Kings were the better team in the second period, and only slightly. I don't think the Golden Knights utilized their speed as well as they did in the first and in the third, but in the third period, they stepped it up. Very, very early in the third period, Chandler Stevenson is trying to pass it over to Tuck in front of the net, but it gets caught between Peterson's legs and goes in the net. So that was 4-3 from Stevenson. 4-3 by Stevenson from Tuck and Martinez. So that's Stevenson's second goal of the game. And then they took another penalty. Haig tripped Vilardi. There was two scrambles in front of Lehner, and there were like 3 scrambles in like 3 minutes in front of Lehner, and it was a little hectic, but the Golden Knights need to reduce the amount of fire alarms that happened in front of the net. Then Nosek got a trip, and they went to the penalty kill again. And that was a very impressive penalty kill. The Kings could not get set up in the Golden Knights zone. They barely entered the zone. And then this was a very low chance game, surprisingly. There weren't a lot of high danger chances on either side. So there really wasn't a lot that happened in the third period. The Golden Knights just locked it down. With about a minute and a half left, the Kings went into an empty net. And while the Golden Knights didn't score on it, the Kings really got no good chances in front of Lehner. And that was it. The Golden Knights won 4-3, 10 shots apiece in the third period. The Golden Knights outshot the Kings 33-32, just to tell you how even the pace of this game was. But the Golden Knights really took this game when they needed to. And Robin Lehner still comes out of here with an over 900 save percentage, and he was really good when he needed to be. So my 3 stars would number 1 be Chandler Stevenson, number 2 Alex Tuck, and number 3 Robin Lehner. So yeah, the Golden Knights will play again tomorrow night against the Anaheim Ducks. And yeah, that's it for this video. If you'd like to get updates from me during the game to get my thoughts, my Twitter is @2_pad. And that's it for today. I will see you guys next time.